Hey, Christian.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm actually walking to class right now.
Really? I was gonna ask, what's the class about?
So I'm going to marketing at the moment.
Okay, now, before you got into doing this, tell me, how did your day start?
Yeah, so I woke up around 11 a.m., had breakfast, and now I'm walking to class.
Now, what did you eat for breakfast?
I actually had a chicken pesto bowl.
Sounds good. Are you a late owl or an early bird?
I'm definitely a late owl.
What's the one thing you cannot leave your house without?
Even if I don't need it, I have to leave my house with my wallet.
Very important. Now, what's your favorite thing to do on campus?
I love going to dinner, so I explore all the different restaurants that Seatown has to offer.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned thus far in your life?
Nice people go further in life.
What's the most underrated part about being a college student?
Definitely the classes. Cornell specifically has some of the best classes around.
You chose to come to Cornell. Why?
So Cornell is actually really good in finance, and I personally want to do investment banking, so it's an obvious choice.
Do you remember the moment you got admitted?
I do. I was actually at Denny's with my family. I got a diversity hosting email inviting me to come to campus, and it was a great moment.
Sounds like a great dinner to me.
It was a great dinner.
Now tell me, what does your day typically look like?
So typically, I wake up around 10 or 11, I have breakfast, then I have class until about 4 p.m. After that, I grab dinner, and then hang out with friends, do homework, the usual stuff.
How does it usually end?
Usually ends with I'm either too tired to do homework, or I know that I've got to get up early in the morning.
What's a question you wish people would ask you less?
Ooh, what are you doing?
What's a question you wish people would ask you more?
How are you doing?
What is something that well, tell us first, where are you from?
I'm actually from Houston, so the weather is quite different than what you see now.
Where's a great spot to eat in Houston?
I would definitely recommend some of the hibachi places.
Ooh, sounds great to me. How many times did you hit the snooze button this morning?
Probably 2 or 3.
Where's your favorite spot to eat on campus?
On campus, I love Texas Roadhouse. They have some of the best rolls around, and they have amazing steak.
What was the hardest adjustment to make as a college student?
Definitely doing everything on my own.
What keeps you going?
I think about my family and all the sacrifices that they made to get me here.
Now, what would you say to your high school self?
Have more fun.
What do you say is the most exciting thing that excites you right now?
So I've actually got a few private equity interviews lined up over the next couple of weeks, so I'm definitely really excited about those.
Wow, sounds amazing. Now, what's the best advice you've ever gotten?
I would say never burn bridges.
What do you do during your downtime?
I'm a pretty simple guy, so I honestly just watch YouTube.
Describe your family in 3 words.
Okay. Supportive, caring, funny.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Funny, sociable, and ambitious.
In 1 word, describe your music taste.
Sporadic.
Now, we got to stop here because this is going to be the speed round. Are you ready?
Hit me with it.
All right. What's your nickname?
No nickname.
Favorite song?
Don't think I have one, but my favorite genre is EDM.
Milk first or cereal first?
Definitely a milk first type of guy.
Tea or coffee?
I actually don't drink either, but if I had to pick, I'd go with coffee.
Now, what arrived first, the chicken or the egg?
Definitely the egg.
If you could pick your favorite movie, your favorite character, tell us, what would it be?
The longest yard.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
I would love to know some of the answers to life's craziest questions.
How do you get out of a funk?
Honestly, just work out, listen to music, and remind myself why I'm here.
Now, we're out of speed round, but I do have a couple more questions. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Now, what has been your favorite moment so far as a college student?
I remember freshman year, I think it was a Wednesday around midnight, one of the kids in my finance club texted the group chat and said that he wanted to go grab bagels. So at 1 in the morning, we all made a CTV run and we grabbed bagels. It was a great time.
Now, at this point in your life, what are you most looking forward to?
I'm most looking forward to working in the city this summer.
Well, Christian, we thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate this. We got to catch up soon.
We should catch up.
I'm looking forward to it. Talk to you soon.